What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the best damn YouTube channel on the internet. Today we are going to be going over all the attachments and the perks and stuff like that, how you want to level it for the new Outbreak map and go in the distance. So let's get into it. First thing we're going to be looking at is the skills. Okay, for me, what I like to do is make sure that you always have the pistols leveled all the way up to 5 at this point, okay, because the ray gun counts as the pistol. All right, you also definitely want to have the shotguns masked up, because in the end game, all you're going to have is a fully loaded shotgun, a fully loaded ray gun, and you're pretty much good to go. So that's pretty much what we're going to use for the skills. Okay, now we're going to go back and we're going to take a look at the field upgrades. All right, I use pretty much 3 different ones. Now remember, you can change your field upgrades in the beginning or in the middle of each round, depending on which objective you have. Okay, so say I'm running either a capture or a a defend or a holdout. I'm going to always be running the Ether Shroud. Ether Shroud 3 will increase maximum charges to 2 and your movement speed as well. All right, this is very, very important to getting out of those sticky situations. For ones like the eliminate and stuff like that, I like to use Ring of Fire to do big burst damage to the boss. Otherwise, I'm pretty much going to be using the Frenzy Guard. This thing is amazing. It increases the duration of 15 seconds. Normal enemies are slowed down to walk speed when it's active. You activate, you get all your armor back. Any enemy you kill, you repairs 10% of your armor. It's amazing. So you're pretty much going to want to use those 3. You're definitely going to want to use the Ether Shroud for holdouts and defense. All right. The holdouts are so hard when you get up there that this Ether Shroud really helps. All right. Definitely max it out. So the 3 that I would max out is the Ether Shroud, the Frenzy Guard, and the Ring of Fire. The Healing Order is really good too if you're playing with multiple people. All right, let's go ahead and look into the perks. Now, I'm not sure if they fixed it yet, but Juggernaut Tier 5 was bugged. Now, I upgraded it all before I knew it was bugged, so I'm not really sure if it's fixed yet, but Juggernaut Tier 5, instead of getting down on a lethal hit, armor is depleted and health is reduced by 1. That is amazing, but let's hope it works. All right, besides that, quick revive is an absolute must, especially if you're running solo. When you kill an enemy while you're down, you get revived. Okay, this saves all your other stuff, your quick revive, all that stuff. Reviving an ally will increase both players' movement speed. So quick revive is a must to have on 5. All right, Tombstone is another. Okay, it prevents perk decay while you're down. All right, Tombstone soda is always lost when you're down, obviously. But this also allows you to spawn near the end of the round instead of the beginning of the next. That is huge. Love Tombstone. Love it. All of them are just as good. You gotta level all of them. They're great. Stamina up, I always run stamina up. It's one of my favorite perks. Well, as long as I have Juggernaut and stamina up, I feel like I'm good. Deadshot Daiquiri, always great. All right, now let's get into a really important part of this. Okay, the ammo mods. Okay, if you want to go the distance, to be honest, I think Brain Rot is the way to go. On turn and enemy death, the turn enemy explosion turns 3 nearby enemies with only a 30-second cooldown. That is amazing. When you're in holdouts and you have a special AI enemy coming at you, you can shoot it, it'll brain rot the special AI, right? And then when it explodes, it turns 3 more enemies. That is amazing. Especially when you're playing by yourself, you don't have allies, it's really good, to use, so, because like having that extra person on your side, you know what I mean, especially when it's one of those tempests or something like that, it is really clutch. Another one that I absolutely love is Cryo Freeze. This thing is amazing. It just straight up slows them down. All right, You shoot them, freezes them, slows them down almost pretty much to a halt, a stop. They don't go anywhere. You can shred them in seconds. Love this one. Another one is the Shatter Blast is really good. In this case, if you have multiple people playing, you definitely want to have multiple people running different ammo mods, because different ammo mods are good for different bosses. You know, you have like the Shatter Blast will take the armor, especially off those big armor guys. You know, I have really good stuff. The Cryo Freeze and the Tempest freezes those Tempests so they can't move. It's really good. Like I said, I use the Cryo Freeze and the Brain Rot the most. These ones are really good. Dead Wire is really good, but if you're going to be going the distance, especially if you're playing solo, I do believe Brain Rot will be the way to go. All right. You know, always having that extra zombie on your side is always going to be good, right? All right, besides that, let's go ahead and get into the weapons, the classes. All right, now the first thing and the always thing you're going to want to use is this beautiful, beautiful shotgun right here. And this is the class that I use for it in Outbreak. All right, let's go ahead and take a look. All right, so let's go into the create a class, gunsmith. All right, we're going to start with the duck-built choke. All right, it's going to widen the pellet spread. Okay, this is huge. So when you're running and you turn around and you start popping off shots, you're going to hit more than one zombie. All right, instead of that tighter bullet spread where you're just going to do damage to the one in front of you. All right, so I really like the wider bullet spread. It really, really helps a lot. All right, the next you're going to get into is the barrel, the 25.2 Task Force barrel. This thing shreds. This thing will technically do more damage than a ray gun. Okay, 50% plus damage. Thing is amazing. This is what makes this thing so good. This Task Force barrel right here. All right, next thing I like to use is a SWAT laser. All right, this is really good for your hip fire accuracy, since most of the time with the shotgun you're not going to be aiming in. So the laser is really good for that 35% hip fire accuracy. All right, the next thing you got here is going to be the 8-round tube. You obviously want those extra ammo. You definitely obviously not going to want the 6-round tube for zombies. 8 tube, get it. All right, and last but not least, we're going to go with the no stock, with the sprint to fire time. All right, this will allow you to be running and training zombies and have the ability to turn around, pop a few shots, turn back around and keep running. All right, this will allow you to turn real quick, hit some shots, turn around, and book it. All right, love the no stock. I also do like the marathon pad, but I feel the no stock is probably going to be the way to go. All right, so that loadout for me, I have 3 of them. If you look at my classes, I pretty much have this with the Ring of Fire, I have it with the Ether Shroud, and I have it with the Frenzy Guard. All right, like I said, in between the game, before each or even in the middle of the round, you can change your field upgrade. Okay, that is so important. You can change your field upgrade before each objective. All right, so when you spawn into a map, make sure you see what objective it is, whether it's a holdout, an elimination, whatever it may be. Change your field upgrade to whatever it needs to be to benefit you during that next upcoming objective. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. That is my zombie outbreak loadout, and you know, pretty much get up to get to those higher rounds. I appreciate you guys for coming by. Please go ahead and hit that like button, hit that sub button, and I will see you guys soon. Have a great day.